In this video, we'll take a look at using the progress bar widget. In this example, we have a little progress bar widget and some actions at the top. We're starting a report, and as the report runs, we are updating the progress bar widget with the progress. So in incremental values, we are updating that progress bar widget. Let's take a look at the form first and see how that's implemented. In the form file, here opened in Form Designer, we see a simple grid container with our progress bar drawn out. You'll see that the progress bar has two attributes that are unique to it, the value min and the value max. These values are going to be used as we update the progress bar with a value. And you can see here that our progress bar name is PRG bar. Now in the code for this progress bar, we're running a report. So here at the top, first we are loading a style file, which is going to have our particular style for our window, applying that style to our open window. And in this case, it was just a style to remove the menu panel. Then we have our standard menu block. And then down here in this function, we have our select of our total count of rows, and we're going to be dividing that by 10, which is our max num on our progress bar, so that we can get an accurate count as we are processing rows and passing them to the report, how many are left, and we can increment our progress bar with that. So notice we've started the report, and here, if the rec count remainder is 0, we're going to let our progress bar be equal to P bar, and we're displaying that to our PRG bar. So we're displaying a value to PRG bar based on the number of rows, what chunk or what amount of, what percentage of the rows have been processed. So that's going to go from 0 up to 10. Then since we have such a small little demo database, we don't have enough rows to have this go very slowly. So we just have a sleep statement in there to slow things down a little bit so we can watch the progress bar increment. And the call to the UI interface refresh there is there so that our front end will be updated with the new value for the progress bar. And the reason for that is that once we have sent this, we're in a report process. In other words, we're sort of in a behind the scenes or back-end process, and we're not interacting with the front end at the point that we're displaying P bar to the progress bar. So the call to UI interface refresh says make a push of the abstract user interface tree from the DVM to the front end, and so that will increment or change the value of the progress bar as indicated in our code here. So let's take a look here and see what would happen if we did not make a call to the refresh method. When we run the program, we'll see that even as we start the report has started, but we're not seeing any change to the progress bar. And that's because we're in a report function that is, the report has been started and we're no longer interacting with the front end. So the refresh, again, will update the information to the front end and display that new value to our progress bar. Let's also, just for to make this clear, set an actual value to the progress bar. So we could put 22 in there, but that isn't going to work because our max value is 10. But here we've added 8 to display 8 to the progress bar, and let's just see how that executes. When we run the report, notice that the progress bar gets a value of 8, which is going to be 80% full since our max value was 10. And it doesn't continue incrementing because we have hard-coded the displayed value to the progress bar.